Hey, what's going on, everyone? Today's June 13th, 2023. Let's talk about Render token today because we're going to try to figure out, okay, whether or not this particular cryptocurrency is going to continue on this downward spiral. You guys can tell since my last video in Render that the price has gone down. I was predicting that the market in Render is going to go higher, and that did not happen. So yes, this price prediction did not go correct. So in that particular situation, let's talk about the reason why. Well, when I did the video for Render, you guys can tell that the market has given us an indicator of weakness, a push to go down bar. That was our first clue that price wasn't going to go higher. And then our second clue that we want to talk about is what occurred a couple of days prior or after on June the 10th. We got another indicator of weakness created in the market in Render. So it did not go right. So if we were to get out the market right now in Render, you guys can see that we will be down around 25.29%. Yes. I don't like it, but it doesn't necessarily mean that Render is going to continue to go lower because of this reason right here. Take a look. The price in Render is actually coming to a long-term trend in the market in Render that started in the beginning of the year. So this is our next opportunity to see whether or not buyers are going to come into the market in Render or not. The only way that price will continue downward is if price doesn't hold this trend line. You guys can see that it's been a pretty strong trend line since the beginning of this year. We probably came and hugged this particular trend line 3 or 4 times. This would be the 4th or 5th time that the market in Render is now trying to hold the trend. So let's go ahead and look at this on a different time frame first. So here it is on the 2-day chart. You guys can see currently on the 2-day price bar in Render that buyers came in on this last 2-day price bar. And we're currently still seeing that today. So we have 13 hours and 22 minutes left. And I'm going to tell you that as long as price and Render on this current 2-day price bar close higher, then I'm going to have to look for price to continue to go up. Okay, that trend line is going to continue to hold into the market in Render. Here it is on the 3-day chart as well. So you guys can see it though on the 3-day chart that we are definitely seeing some indicators of weakness on the chart. So again, this doesn't mean that we're out the woods yet to see this particular cryptocurrency go lower. We got one up fake there and then another push to go down bar on the 3-day chart. Look at Render on the 5. Okay, here it is on the weekly time frame. From a weekly chart, look at that, we got a double indicator on one price bar. We have an up fake and a push to go down bar into the market in Render. This one weekly price bar, you guys can see, has erased all of the price action, I would say maybe 6 weeks ago. From 6 weeks, the market in Render was egging its way up higher. It was trying its hardest to go up in price, only to come down in 1 week. So from a weekly chart, yeah, I'm not actually absolutely that bullish into the market in Render. Here it is on the 2 weeks. So at the conclusion of this week, this 2-weekly price bar will be complete. And again, it doesn't look too bullish now, does it? Here it is on the 3. Again, in the conclusion of the 3 weeks, if we see the price in Render close down here on the low of this 3-weekly price bar, we still have contend with that this price is still weak, and we will be in jeopardy of breaking that trend line. Here's Render on the 5 and Render on the monthly. Okay, so let me look at this on the hourly chart first, because I do think that price is trying to go higher, but I don't think that it's to the point to where it's going to be a sustained long-term movement higher. The weekly charts, the weekly, the 2 weeks, and the 3 weeks definitely is exhibiting some weakness in the market in Render. We definitely need to ensure that we continue to see strength in order to alleviate that long-term weakness in Render. Okay. So yes, maybe in the near term we can see the market go up, but definitely in the long term, I will have to anticipate that the price in Render is still weak. So yeah, be prepared. We could see the market in Render go higher in the near term, but definitely if you're one of these individuals who like to hold cryptocurrency for a longer term period, then understand that these weekly charts is definitely showing us a different picture outside of the strength. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to play a prediction on the long term, i.e. the weekly chart. We're going to look for the market in Render to continue to go lower. And I can actually see already off the weekly chart that this is where the market buyers are trying to hold the price. Okay. So we're trying to play the weakness to the downside in Render. Let's go ahead and cut this trend out the way. Then we need to anticipate, okay, where would be the next logical area for us to see render go. And my first target is going to be around $1.62. Okay, so let me put that on a chart, make it quick and easy. So when I actually put it on a daily, this is my first target, $1.62. My second target is going to be here, $1.33, $1.35. And then my third target will be here, like $1.18. That may be a longer term process for us to see the market and render run down to $1.18. We might not even see it run that low. Okay, but given what we have here on this weekly chart, I need to consider that yes, it's a possibility for us to see the market and render run down to $1.15 in the long term. So we get that on the chart. Let's go ahead and put this on the market real quick. So like I said, we're going to look for the market and render to go lower. And as long as the price and render stays below 250, we're going to play and understand that the market has a greater chance of seeing price go lower than it does going higher. First target, you guys can see it. It's around $1.65. 17.31%, $1.63. Second target is going to be around $1.32, 33.25% move to the downside. And then the third target is $1.15, which is around 41.65% move to the downside. So like I said, it may take the market a while for it to actually come that low, even if it does. But we're looking at this on the weekly time frame. Okay, we're trying to play this prediction on the weekly chart. So that is it for me. It is your turn. I want you all to go ahead and give me your thoughts as to where you suspect the price action in the market and render is going to go over the next couple of weeks. Okay, make sure you maintain a profitability, and as always, trade different.